what gives any crypto token value. So I break it down into 4 things. First of all, a limited supply. Second of all, utility/technology. Third is community. And fourth is speculation. The only thing that gives anything value beyond its utility is a limited supply. For instance, if there's an apple tree above my head and I pick an apple, well, yeah, that apple has value to me as food for me to eat. But if I pick another one and try to trade it to the guy next to me for shoes, well, he's not going to make that trade because he can just reach up and grab an apple, right? So now, if this was the only apple tree and I got there ahead of time and picked all the apples and had them in a bucket, then yes, I'm eating one apple. It has value as utility. But also, if somebody comes around and I need shoes, I can trade him an apple for those shoes because he can't just reach up and grab an apple. There's a limited supply of apples and I have them all, right? So if you can limit the supply of something, it can have value. Just because people know that there is absolutely guaranteed a limited supply of this token. That brings me to the second point, which is utility, which means you can use that token to do something, which would be trade, right? Exchange value and store value. So this is the utility, because you can have great ideas, you can have great technology, you can have a limited supply of something, but unless there's a community that wants it and believes that this token has value, then it just doesn't have value. You know, if I gave you $1 billion cash, but said you could not interact with any other human beings, then that $1 billion of cash doesn't have any value for you anymore because there's no community, right, in which you can use it. So community is massively important, and that's why that will give the token value. Then the last thing is speculation, is what gives a token value. So if you speculate that this token is going to continue to have utility tomorrow, or even more utility, you know, have an even bigger ecosystem, and then the community will grow, people are going to buy it because they believe that it will be more valuable in the future. If a bunch of other communities come and join yours, or your community grows a lot, and those are still the only apples around, then those apples are going to be worth more. So those 4 things together, they're all there always. Speculation is just the other 3, but happening over time. If you have a big community, then people are probably going to start buying and selling your token. Here's my limited supply of tokens. I'm going to work really, really hard to make these tokens valuable and to grow the community that's using them by giving these tokens away as rewards, you know, so there's a wide distribution of this token. And if it continues to grow, then at some point, someone's going to say, okay, well, I have these, I'm going to try to sell them, and they'll put a sell order on the market. And you can see that all of a sudden now you have buy orders and sell orders. And all it takes is a meeting of those two, some sort of compromise, and you have the current value, the starting value of your token. There's a market for it. And, you know, it might not be worth very, very much, but there's always going to be somebody who's going to be willing to speculate for a really, really good deal. If there truly is a community that has that token and that is getting that token.